Welcome to another food adventure with Getting Lost. Today we're doing something different. I'm going to recap for you all the food I've eaten that actually appeared under the Michelin guide under the big Gourmand section, and I'm going to show it all to you in the video. This is part 1 of the video because we have lots of food that actually fell under this category. So let's get going to show you the eating. So for the first place we're going to go to will be at this place here, which is called Amoy Street Food Center. And in this place here is actually an oasis for office workers to come for lunch, because there's lots and lots of good food here. And this place feeds the hungry Central Business District workers, and they do come here during lunchtime to eat, both floors. And one of the stores here is the one we're going to go to that actually got the under the Michelin guide, the big Gourmand section. They actually will mention it, and this is the store itself. It's called a Noodle Story, and they actually serve wonton noodles cooked in Japanese ramen style with ingredients, Japanese ramen ingredients. So here's the noodle itself. You see in the wooden spoon itself is actually a prawn that they actually wrapped up in noodles and they deep fry. Okay, and then it's served together with a bowl of soup. So this is the prawn itself, and then you have an egg with a runny yolk. You have a steamed wontons, and then you have char siu, which is cooked in the Japanese ramen style, which is also nice and tender and delicious. And you have the wonton noodles. So overall, the wonton noodles itself is quite okay. Texture wise, okay, but I do like the tenderness of the char siu. I do like the addition of the egg with the runny yolk. I like the prawn wrapped in noodles, and also the wonton. And you also have a choice of having it together with sambal, which is the chili paste. But for me, I felt that the sambal actually overpowered the noodle taste, the sauce that it goes with the noodle. So if you're eating this, I suggest you to eat it without the sambal. But overall, not too bad a noodle dish. I like the innovation in this dish. Next up, we're actually at Tanjong Pagar Road, which is near to another of the Singapore's favourite food centres, which is called Maxwell Food Centre. And here there is another store that we have to visit. And in the store itself is this place here called Tian Tian Hainanese chicken rice. And this place you do have to come early because there's always a long queue. Okay, so what they do well here and what they do good is Hainanese chicken rice. As you can see here, this is how it looks like. The meat is nice and tender, the skin flavorful. The rice, they do the rice here very well. Now they cook the rice together with the stock and other herbs, ingredients to make the rice very flavorful. And then you eat it together with a dark soy sauce and the chili. The chili here is a garlic chili, which they pound together, and it's very, very delicious. Goes very well with the rice and the chicken. Chicken so good that you can just eat it by itself. And there's actually a quote from Anthony Bourdain, which actually came here to eat, and because of that, more tourists do come here to eat this particular dish, and that's why there's always a queue. So come early to avoid the queue. If not, you will have to wait, and if you come during lunchtime, the wait is quite significant. But like I said, the chicken, the rice, done very, very well here. Very delicious. Just so good. Yes, Tian Tian Hainanese chicken rice, a place that you must come and eat if you're in Singapore. Our next stop will be at this place here called Alexandra Village Food Center, which also has lots of good food, and one of its famous residents here is this place here, which is the Depot Road Claypot Laksa. This place here, you do have to come early because it has been known that if you come during late lunch, sometimes they have sold out their laksa. Okay, so the laksa here is very good because, first of all, they cook their laksa they put their laksa into a clay pot. So the clay pot will actually keep your laksa warm until the end of the meal. So that's one of the good things. Secondly is the laksa, the ingredients used all nice, all fresh, and the laksa broth here, oh, so tasty, so full flavored, so aromatic because they use a lot of herbs and cook it and incorporate all the herbs into the gravy itself. So the laksa gravy, very good. And then another feature I like about this laksa is that it is lemak. Lemak meaning they put in generous amount of coconut milk to make it rich, to make it creamy, to make it sinful. Okay, and then another thing I've learned from eating laksa is you have to put in the sambal, because the sambal, sometimes they don't actually add in extra spiciness, but they add in an extra kick of flavor, which brings up the flavor of the laksa broth up a notch. And they actually do the laksa here very well. So if you can't take spiciness, I suggest you still come here, order a small one, try some of it, suffer through it, because laksa is one of the dish that you should try when you come to Singapore, even though you can't take spiciness. And here, the laksa here, I feel is one of the better few laksas in Singapore. So do come here and try it. We are now at Tiong Bahru, and we are going to this place here called Tiong Bahru Market, because on the second floor there's a food center there, and in the food center there's this place here called Hong Heng Fried Sotong Prawn Mee. Prawn mee itself is a very important dish in Singapore. It's actually created in Singapore itself. Previously it was called rocho mee, but somehow it became prawn mee. So they will name it sometimes like fried prawn mee or fried sotong prawn mee or something towards, or fried Hokkien mee. Okay, so this is the dish itself which you can only get in Singapore. If you ask for Hokkien mee in other parts of Asia, you get a different dish. Okay. Anyway, this dish itself, as you can see, they cook the dish with a very flavorful seafood broth. Okay, and then with a certain cooking method of when they cover up the noodles, then covering up the noodles make the noodles soak up the broth itself into the noodles itself, and so the noodles itself is very flavorful. And when you eat the noodles here, the noodles itself, you can still taste the egg noodles here, but the only issue I have with the noodles here, which is very good, but he doesn't give enough sambal. You have to actually ask the owner for more sambal. But other than that, it's a very good Hokkien mee. For our next location, we are heading inland, the island of Singapore, towards this place here called Bukit Merah View Hawker Center. And in this hawker center, there's this place here called Nana Curry. Nana Curry used to be situated in Marina South, but Marina South they actually closed down the place, and after that they actually moved to another location and then started to franchise out. And so one of the locations they franchise out to is at this place here. And basically what they do is they serve curry. They serve fish head curry, chicken curry, mutton curry, and here what we have is vegetable curry. It's a very flavorful curry, and what normally you do is you eat your curry with the rice. First of all, from the curry, you can taste the curry powder itself, and then you also get the sweetness from the vegetables, and I think they put in tomato inside here, which gives it a bit of a minestrone kind of taste. But overall, a very interesting vegetable curry to be eaten together with your rice. Next up, I actually tried the curry again, this time with curry chicken. The curry sauce itself is the same. You can actually taste the curry powder and the spices they actually put it into the curry itself, because they never put in any santan or any coconut milk. Overall, the curry itself goes very well with starch, whether it's potato or bread or rice. The chicken here was a bit tough, but overall a very good curry together with rice. And lastly, we are going to this place here called Whampoa Food Center, or called Whampoa Makan Place. And at this food center, there's this place here called Balestier Road Hoover Rojak. It sells Singapore style rojak, which is a fruit and vegetable rojak. Okay, so basically you have fruits and vegetables like cucumber, bean sprouts, and then also you have pineapple. Sometimes you have turnip, sometimes you also have mango inside. And then this dish is brought together with this thick, gooey, sweet prawn paste. And this prawn paste and peanuts, generous amount of peanuts, somehow goes very well together with century egg. So it complements each other deliciously. And then you also have youtiao or deep fried dough. Okay, you mix it in together, and this place here makes a very good version because somehow the prawn paste coats every single piece of vegetable, fruits, and also the youtiao, and brings all the things together. So here they make a very good rojak. And just now you see that there's also sliced lime inside there, and they also have the flour, the lotus root flour, where they actually put small shavings inside. And inside here also, if I'm not mistaken, there's also jellyfish, and everything goes very well together in a whole dish. Very delicious. So this is part 1 of the foods I've eaten under the big Gourmand section of the Michelin star guide. I've eaten lots of food, haven't I? But this is only the part 1. There's a part 2 coming up. Please look out for that. And don't forget, please like, share and subscribe. And don't forget to join me for my next food adventure. Bye bye.